Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Raja Umar on my channel RU Speaks, and Raja Umar speaks for you for the subjects of Pakistan studies and global perspectives. We are discussing component 2, the environment of Pakistan these days, and we are towards the end of the unit, that is the industrial development, the secondary and tertiary industry, and that is the last topic with us. That is the industrial estates and export processing zones, or we call these specialized industrial productions. So we are going to talk about this one now. And the industrial estates and export processing zones in Pakistan, a comprehensive overview of industrial development zones in Pakistan, their establishment and their process and advantages and their locations, that where they are. So this is really very important for the economic growth of Pakistan. And before that, I would request you to subscribe my channel RU Speaks, as it is for you. What are industrial estates? These are the government planned centers to establish industry. Future centers of industry located near major cities where the government purchases land and plans the entire estate. A big land is purchased and the investors, they are invited to come and establish industry over there, and the products are made over there, and ultimately this leads to the industrial growth of Pakistan, and the economic development is the major factor. So infrastructural development, government builds essential facilities including railways, roads, electricity and communications network over there in that area, and big plots are made over there in that industrial estate, so that might be attracting the whether the local or the foreign investors to come and establish their industry over here. So comprehensive planning includes residential areas for industrial workers over there and their families, with schools for the kids of those workers and hospitals for providing them with the health facilities, and sometimes access to the dry ports, so that whatever the products are made over there in those industries over there in those industrial estates, they should be transported quite easily towards the industrial dry ports, and from dry ports to the seaports over there at Karachi, and then can be exported easily to the other countries of the world. Industrial estates development process, how they are developed. Initial investment, government invites investors through advertisements. Investors make 20 to 30% payments for plots and gain control of the land. They get the possession of those plots, and then they can start building up the infrastructure, the building of their industry, whatever the industry they are going to establish. They can start the construction after paying 20 to 30% land cost. Then financial support, government provides cheap loans to encourage investment in these planned industrial zones. Government can give this financial support to those industrialists as well in the form of loans, so that they might be able to construct the building over there, and they may be able to import the machinery, the required machinery for that production of the product. So this is the government support provided. And then the construction phase, government begins construction of the industrial estate, a process that typically takes 2 to 4 years to complete, as the land is purchased from the people, and then the infrastructure is laid over there, the roads are made, the utilities are provided, the electricity connections and the gas and water and telecommunication and communication network is laid on over there. So they all are done in 2 to 4 years time. Advantages of industrial estates, I mean, why the government gives this much facilities to the investors. Cost effective infrastructure, concentration of gas pipelines, sewage lines and water pipes reduces overall infrastructure cost. I mean, once digging is done and all pipelines are laid down, so leading to the decline in the construction cost of that area. Then the economic incentives, tax holidays and concessions provide businesses with more capital for reinvestment. I mean, government gives incentives to the investors and the industrialists, so that they might be having the tax holidays, that for example for the next 1 month, whatever the product the industries would be producing, it would be tax free, or it can be having the lower taxes. So it means that those sort of incentives, they are really very important for increasing production, and ultimately Pakistan uh, gives more and more products available for the exports, leading to the economic growth. Then environmental benefits. Separation from the residential areas reduces pollution impact on the communities. As these industrial states, they are established a bit outside the urban areas and in the open lands. So, though in those areas where the population is quite less, so the pollution factors, they get minus, and the environmental impacts are minimum because of establishing those industrial states a bit far. So industrial estates in Pakistan, we have the major cities where the industrial estates are established: Karachi, Site Karachi, Sindh Industries and Trading Enterprise, Site Lahore, Sundar Industrial Estate, Hyderabad Industrial Estate, then Gujranwala, Jhelum, Gujarat, Peshawar, and Gadoon, Sawabi, and then Hattar, Haripur, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and other locations, Chakwal and Daska, Sialkot. So all these are the industrial estates which are established to produce the or to establish the industries over there in a single place. All sorts of products can be made over there, and important thing is that mostly whatever the products which are made over here in the industrial estates, they are for the sake of local use. And as you know that the international standards, they are not met whenever the products are made within the country, and because of having the lower quality of those products are unable to be exported because of the quality standards. So in industrial estates, number one, the products standards are not really very much maintained as per of the international standards. Secondly, the land which is provided to the investors, that is on installments, and in the same way at times the government provides the utilities, but government does not give the connections directly. The investors are supposed to apply for the connections by themselves. Government supports them to gain those connections quite easily. Then export processing zones, they are the specialized areas where goods are processed exclusively for export. So this is the difference between industrial estate and export processing zone, right? Mostly what we see that whatever the products which are made in the industrial estates, they are purely for the local use, and at times if they are have got that ISO certification, they can export their products even being in the industrial estate. But the industries which are established at export processing zone, they must be exported, as they are having really very stronger monitoring and check on the international standards, and they must be having those ISO certifications, and then they will be able to export those products to the other countries. So zero taxation on imports and exports. Taxes are minimized so that the products should be available on the low cost, and the cost of production should be lower, so that whatever the products are made over there, if they are presented in the international market, they should be competing with the prices of the other countries, and exports might get easier of those products. So no trade barriers like quota or tariff are imposed on those industries, and they are allowed to produce as much they can, and as much quantities can be exported to the other countries, and no restrictions are imposed on the trade. So high quality standards are mandatory. As I told you that the ISO certification is must. International standard organizations standards are must, and whatever the products which are being made over there, they should be under the guidelines of the WTO, World Trade Organization, and the products should not be having any compromise on these standards. As you know that the Western world, very especially the European countries and America, they do not compromise on quality of the product. And if there is some substandard goods supplied to them, Pakistan might be losing a lot, as Pakistan will not be getting the orders from those countries in future. And very especially if I talk about the European Union, you know that they are about 26, 27 countries now. And if one country denies to get the product from Pakistan, Pakistan would lose the whole of the European Union community of about 26, 27 countries. They all will stop buying that product from Pakistan, and that would be a great, great loss for the economy of Pakistan. So maintaining those quality standards, maintaining those higher values of the products, that is must, so that the exports should remain continue. Benefits of export processing zones. They increase exports. Definitely, the most important one is the increasing exports. Significant boost in exports helps pay off national debts and reduces loan burdens. As you know that if we will not be producing for the sake of meeting our needs, we might be importing. So because of the increased exports, that would be two three benefits. Number one, that would increase the exports and the national debts would decline. We will pay off the debts we are anchoring right now, and that would be the reduced burden on the loans on the Pakistani economy. So economy would flourish. Technology transfer. You know that when the quality standards are maintained, the investor would bring the latest technology and latest machinery to establish over there the industry. So that would be the transfer of technology from the other countries to Pakistan. And in the same way, the foreign investors, when they will come over here to establish the industry in the export processing zones, they will bring the modern machinery along with them. They will bring the technology. They will bring the technicians, and they all would be having the plus point of Pakistan. Foreign investment brings new technology, training local workforce in advanced skill and techniques. So it means that it will all benefit in all possible ways, including the bringing of technology and training of the local workers over here. Then definitely, because of the development of the industry, as it is somehow industry that is the establishing the industrial zones and the export processing zones, there would be the greater job opportunities available with better working conditions, as the ISO standards, they are really focusing on the working conditions and the benefits to the workers, and raising the living standards of the workers and reducing the regional disparity. And it is must that those who are working in those and the export processing zones, there should be the schools and hospitals for the kids of those workers, and for the providing the health facilities to their families. There should be some recreational facilities as well. The parks and other amusements should be there, so that they should be having the good life over there. So export processing zones in Pakistan, that where they are, the key export processing zone locations are, that is Karachi. Pakistan's largest export processing zone is there. Sialkot, known for sports goods, what we call Sambadiyal. Dryport is also there, and Sialkot is having the best export processing zone for exporting the products related to sports goods and surgical goods, even the leather products. And Gujranwala, manufacturing hub of the electrical goods. Risalpur, Northern Industrial Center, Northern area. So these are the export processing zones which are established over here in Pakistan. And as we know that we are approaching towards the development of CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. And from that platform, what we have seen that there are about 9 export processing zones are planned across Pakistan, right from Gawadar up to the northern areas. They are to be established over there in different areas alongside the CPEC route. And one I know that is closer to Pindadan Khan district, Jhelum. And the government has already purchased huge land over there, and it was a wasteland. It was a waterlogged and saline land on the on Pindadan Khan road, right from Kalar Kahar interchange. And so such export processing zones would be really very effective for increasing exports, economic development, job opportunities, higher standards of living for the workers, and increasing the standardization of the goods in Pakistan, and in the same way building up the positive industrial image of Pakistan and developing the industrialization and getting rid of the debts Pakistan is incurring right now. So they all are the plus points of establishing these export processing zones. These zones are crucial for Pakistan's export driven economic growth and international trade relationships with the other countries. Pakistan would be attaining the specialization that the other countries might be in the frame of mind that Pakistan is producing these sort of products in really best quality, and Pakistan would be having the better trade image around the globe, leading to the development of Pakistan economically, and that would bring the prosperity among the people of Pakistan. This is all about from my side regarding the unit of industrial development. Do not forget to subscribe my channel RU Speaks, as I am speaking for you for these subjects. And I tell you, this is not an easy job to do, to bring up the videos on daily basis for you. Rajam was signing off. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.